Riots in Northern Ireland have ignited a fierce debate on national television. Is it racism, pure and simple, or are deeper community frustrations being dangerously ignored? This summary brings you the core of that heated exchange. You'll hear the powerful arguments for understanding the rioters' anger, set against the stark condemnation of their criminal acts. We're cutting straight to the heart of the debate. See the key moments for yourself. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more essential summaries.
Because he's talking a lot about what's going on underneath, isn't he? He's talking about the undercurrents and why this pressure's built up there. There's actually relatively low unemployment in Portadown. Wages are fairly steady there. So there's got to be a sort of feeling of frustration of choices. It's got a manufacturing. It's got a manufacturing background of jobs, but there's actually a lot of new life and sciences moving in there.
We have the police, we've got, loads of people.
Justify it, by the way, we've all made
I'm just saying in general, no one's saying that. But the fact that we are questioning, can you let me finish? We are trying to understand here why they might feel like this. Come on, they are also criminals doing criminal things and activities.
If you don't understand it, and if you don't address it...
Yeah, but you don't act in that way. You would not understand criminals if you don't act in that way. To be honest...
Can I say something? I've edited the Evening Standard. There are young kids, and we were just discussing how a young kid got stabbed by 3 other young kids in London. We absolutely try and look at why those 3 14-year-olds went and stabbed that other child.
I work in rehabilitation, and we do look at that, but that's still not an excuse for you to say...
It applies to everything with
No, you don't compare apples and pears here, OK? At the same time, what I'm trying to say is you cannot justify criminal acts of these people to say that they have a reason. Yes, you can understand that. Yes, you can go and understand what might be the reason for it.
Justifying it.
Just say something. I've been in community work for over 38 years, been in politics for probably 25 at this point. Let me make it very clear to you. You absolutely have to understand where they're coming from, because if you don't, you will get a repeat, and you'll get multiple repeats. And when you're talking about civil unrest at this level, it will grow. So journalists, politicians, school teachers, police officers and those individuals involved need to understand where it came from in order to answer the question. It is not good enough just to tell those people they're racist. Yes, they are, but that is not the answer. Telling someone they're racist means they'll just accept it and go more.
If they are specifically being saying things that say that they are racist, then fine. No one's saying we shouldn't understand where this comes from. That, for me, understanding is also the lack of leadership. Understanding to understand where these problems stem from shouldn't be an excuse for racism or criminal activity.
I do wonder if Emily, I'll put this to you, which is that when you do see people behaving in a way that anyone watching this will think, you shouldn't go burning down leisure centres or putting bricks through people's windows.
No, I mean, definitely not.
Just in
children and families.
Centre. People get that, right? People get that. But then, because some people do that, then what you get is, in my view, quite stupid law enforcement or sometimes politicians that go... So what he said... All of these things are far right and racist. Well, in amongst those...
In a year, somebody needs to go into that community and make an understanding of why they're behaving that way.
We've got to go. Sorry. We're way over. We took Doogie for a long time at the top there. So, look, coming up.